So today we're going to continue on with what we were learning before. It's been a little while, so we're just going to kind of do a little review. So bear with me, have a sheet of paper out, and you need to remember what slope intercept form is. And if you don't, this is slope intercept form. And just a reminder that the M is your slope and the B is your y-intercept, but it's really a point, okay? So for all of these, I'm basically saying I need a number here and I need a number here, okay? Should look familiar. The easiest thing to start with is to look at the y-axis because it's the y-intercept we're looking for. So this is right here. That is the y-axis. So do you see at this ordered pair here, that is where my blue line is crossing the y-axis at the ordered pair 0, -3. So that means my y-intercept is the ordered pair 0, -3, but we just really use that -3. Okay? Then you got to find another point. Remember, this is the tricky part. You got to find a nice point. So I just kind of go up from there. And where does it cross? Nice, meaning where the blue lines cross exactly. So for example, that you would need to kind of round or guess. That you would need to round or guess. But here, do you see it's exact? Okay, so I'm going 1, 2, 3, up 3 units, over 2 units. So my slope is 3/2. Whoops. And this should have been an equal sign. Okay? And just remember Mr. Slope Guy's face. That's what a positive slope looks like, a negative slope, an undefined slope, and a 0 slope. So I have positive 3/2. Does that match Mr. Slope Guy? Okay, next one. Again, I'm just filling out those 2 points. So look at my y-axis. Do you see where it crosses? It crosses nicely at 2. Okay? And then where's the next nice point? Not there, not there, not there, not there. You know what? The next nice point is this one. Okay? Now, so I'm going to count 1, 2, 3. Down 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 over 4. So it's -3/4. Okay, questions. Now I'm going to go back to this one. If you wanted to use this as the next nice point, you definitely could. Watch, it would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It would have been up 6/4. So this would have been a slope of rise over run, but look down here. Do you see that's the same slope, but it's reduced and you should always reduce it. So if there's 2 points given on the graph, you might just want to pick those 2 points. Okay, again, slope and the y-intercept. So can we fill in this? Don't forget your x, but don't think your slope is connected to it. So if my slope is 0 and my y-intercept is 9, look at that. Does that make sense? But this part here is really 0 x's. There's no x's. So my equation technically is just y = 9. Okay, my slope here is -1 and my y-intercept is 0. So often you will see this as just a negative x. And if it's plus 0 at the end isn't really there. So again, you might see it on a worksheet like that. This one, the slope is 2 and the y-intercept is -3. Easy peasy, right? Okay, down here. Do you see the slope is -3 and my y-intercept is 7, okay? So keep it going. Do you see my slope in this given information is 4 and my y-intercept is -2? Just a note, when you have these negatives, you might also see the problem like that. But they're both perfectly fine, okay? And the last one, x plus blank. So we have a 1/3 and we have a 2, okay? So again, can you fill out slope-intercept form if you're given the slope and the y-intercept? Okay, we're doing the same thing here. So I want to write it slope-intercept form. I'm just going to move this stuff up a tad so you can see it a little better. So again, you might want to try some of these. That is an equal sign if you can't tell. So again, here's my y-intercept. And then if you just want to use, like I said, the other point and count, go for it. Okay, but this time, do you see it's a negative slope? So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, down 4 over 1. I can either write that as -4 or -4 over 1. Usually we just write it as -4, but either way, you're good to go. Okay, here we go. Where's my y-intercept at 0, 0? So there's your 0. And then slope is 1, 2, 3, 4, up 4. 1, 2, over 2. So it's 4 over 2. But do you recognize that's really just 2x? And when you have a plus 0, we usually don't see that. Okay? And always double check, is my slope a positive or negative? Is my y-intercept above or below the y-axis? Okay, so here's my y-intercept at a positive 1. And then I go 1, 2, up 2, 1, 2, over 2. So 2 over 2 is really just 1. Okay. Okay? How you doing? Okay. I'm going to erase these now so I can bring these other ones up. Okay. So if you want to go back, definitely can. So I'm going to erase this stuff as well. Okay, so again, slope-intercept form. And if you want to start always by writing it like this, that's a great idea. Okay, here we go. So where's my y-intercept? It is at 5. Do you see it as a negative slope? I'm always looking at positive or negative, and from point to point, I go, ooh, actually, I don't like this one because it's going by 2s. So this is really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you notice, each dash is 2 points because it's going by 2, 4, 6. And then this is 1, 2, 3. So it's actually down 9 over 3. Be careful. Sometimes I will give you those. You just have to go, ooh, be careful, and reduce it. Okay, here is my y-intercept at -2. And then here's my other point, up 1 over 2. So that's a positive 1, positive 2. And again, when you do see that y-intercept as a negative, sometimes you will see it written like that. Just want to let you know. And the last one of this section, my y-intercept is 3. And my other point is there, 1, 2, 3, down 3. It is a negative slope, 1, 2, 3, 4 over 4. So down 3 over 4. And that's basically how you'd see it because they're not reducing it at all. Okay, write an equation on the line that passes through the given point. Here we go. You remember slope formula. If you don't write it down, to find the slope, you have to do y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Okay, so to find my slope, remember I go up and over 3 minus 2, down and over 4 minus 0. So we have 1 over 4, not reducible. Then I want you to look at the 2 ordered pairs. Remember, your y-intercept y-intercept is the ordered pair 0, comma, a number. Is one of those my y-intercept? Yes. So my equation of the line and slope intercept form is y equals, my slope is 1/4 times x. And do you see this is my y-intercept of 2? Okay, let's do the slope to start. Y minus y, x minus x. Now be careful, the top is 8, but the bottom is -8. So that gives me a -1. And which one of these is my y-intercept? That one. So my slope is a -1 and my y-intercept is 8. Okay? How'd you do? Okay. Now, are you ready? I'm going to move this up. Could you do these two? So try those out right now. Okay, pause it, and I'm going to show you then. So do it, pause it. Okay, so my slope, y minus y, -1 minus 5, x minus x, 0 minus a -3. This gives me a -6 over 3, which is -2. So my slope intercept form is y equals -2x plus, this one's my y-intercept, -1. You could also, remember, just see it sometimes like that. Okay, y minus y for my slope, -5 minus a -5, x minus x, 8 minus 0, keep change actually gives me a 0 on the top and an 8 on the bottom. Remember, that's 0. So my slope is 0. My y-intercept is -5. So when we don't have any x's, my 0 slope, remember, is just a y equals equation. Okay, hopefully you remember that. Take that in. Okay, so today you have a textbook assignment. A PDF version is in the Schoology folder today. Do it, check it before you take the formative. Okay, have a great day, people.